to another episode of Study with Ash. So, today I am teaching you guys a topic that I used to think that I will never be able to understand, and that is lac operon. As fancy as the name looks like, it's not that hard. So, think of it as that you're a family of three people and you go to a restaurant and you ask them to get you food and you order three servings. You would not want a fourth serving, right? Because that would go to waste. That's like lac operon is the cell's way of saving energy. So when lactose is not available, lac Z, lac Y, lac A, they do not work, and lac genes are not expressed. That's it. That's the whole concept. But let's go into the nitty-gritty of it, on which the MCQs are actually based on. So let's start with there is low glucose, right? There is low glucose. In fact, let's start with what glucose actually does. So normally there is an adenylate cyclase present which converts the ATP to cyclic AMP. This cyclic AMP binds to a cap site which induces transcription by binding to the promoter, by activating the promoter, and this downstream gene expression occurs. However, in normal circumstances, when lactose is not present, right, the lac genes are not expressed. Why? Why are they not expressed? Because this lac I tries to save energy. So lac I is inhibitor of wastage. So lac I saves energy, and what it does is that it encodes a repressor protein. So this repressor protein binds the operator and it blocks the transcription. So when there is no glucose, no lactose, lac genes are not expressed. So this is what we have covered. First scenario. Then imagine there is no glucose but there is lactose. So when the lactose is present, it is converted into allolactose, and this allolactose binds to the repressor. It does not let repressor bind to this operator over here. It instead binds to the repressor, and this does not bind to the operator. So downstream expression of genes, these lac genes, is very strongly expressed. So this state we have just covered, right? So now we have two more states that cause confusion among students. This first one being high glucose but there is no lactose. So no lactose, guys. No lactose means no lac genes. So this is also self-explanatory. But you need to remember that in this case adenylate cyclase is also inhibited, because glucose inhibits adenylate cyclase, inhibiting this cap site binding of cyclic AMP and inhibiting of this cap site activating the promoter. So this is not occurring in this case. However, in case of high glucose and lactose also being available, there is very low basal expression of lac genes. Why? Because they need to deal with lactose. You need lac genes for lactose, but this promoter is not being activated. So there is this basal level. It is not being promoted. So think of it as that it is not being promoted. So quick recap would, I have glucose but no lactose. So I have suppressed the CAM binding to CAP. There is no promotion, and LACA is also suppressing the lactose genes. So there would be absolutely no expression of lac genes. No lactose, no glucose. What happens? No expression. High glucose, lactose unavailable, lac genes not expressed. Low glucose, lactose unavailable, latins not expressed. High glucose, lactose available, promoter is not being promoted by the capside, so low basal expression. But low glucose, lactose is available. Lactose is the only source of metabolism for a particular organism, for example E. coli in this case. So lac genes are very strongly expressed only when there is low glucose and lactose is available. You need to remember this. I hope this video did justice to the topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do ask me any questions, any confusions in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm really working hard to make these videos, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.